Hello friends, welcome back. This is Manjuna Chandraya. Today's session we'll be learning how to knock off debit and the credit values using Conti formula. If you're new to this channel, do subscribe, hit the bell icon for more interesting videos and learnings. Let's start the session. I have a small data consisting of date, check number, amount, and we'll try to go by the F column and G column later. So we have a data around 27 line items. Okay. So some are debit balances, some are having a credit minus negative numbers. So when you total it all, so entire amount comes to 5,000. So there are line items in this which is getting knocked off. Say example, let's go by check number 100. So we can see this is getting knocked off. So data is less, so we can go by one and see whether it is getting knocked off or not. Say if you have a data more than 10,000 line items or 50,000 line items, you need to knock off. There are two criteria, two way of doing it is using a pure table that we'll do it later, and we can use a formula to knock off. And first of all, we need to know on what criteria we are looking to knock off. Say sometimes we don't bother to check, say example, we have a data, I need to knock off based on the amount. Irrespective of any other criteria. Say if I say if you go select 100, 13,000. So there is one line item. So let's see. So let me put it as 13,000, 12,000. Yeah. See. So irrespective of check number, I don't, if the amount is getting knocked off, I'm okay with it. I want to knock off. Then we can use one criteria. Or there is other criteria where I need to knock off based on some, say a check number or document number or a vendor number. Then we need to see. This example is like CPC here 100. So 100 check number, it's getting knocked off here. So there are two criteria of doing it. Let's go one by one. So first criteria we'll go say based on the amount, irrespective of anything. I just want to knock off if the 1000 is matching with next negative number 1000. I'm sorry. Yeah. See, there are a couple of things here. Let me. Sorry. Okay. So we have two negative number, 10 positive. So I just want to knock off this irrespective of check numbers. That is one criteria. Let's start. Let's try to look into it using a COUNTIF formula. So for COUNTIF formula, you can start with a COUNTIF. So if you're not gone through on the COUNTIF formula, I've already created a video session on COUNTIF. You can go through that, and I'll going to share the link in the description column. Okay. So I usually can COUNTIF open bracket. You can use this insert function. So I usually use it. It's much tabular form. It says range and the criteria. So since the criteria what we are looking is based on the amount, irrespective of any other criteria. So it says range. In that, just select one, put a double semicolon. So E3. So I'm selecting one same cell. The first part, you freeze it using F4 function. So we are freezing it. The rest it will be changing. And the criteria what you are trying to look is also a A3. Why? Because we are trying to look A3 whether it is getting matched with the rest of the line items. So just hit. So you get one criteria here. So if you copy down, so it shows as one. So let's keep this one and use a greater sign and start with COUNTIF again. In the next, when you start with the COUNTIF, select the entire range here, freeze it, okay, comma, use negative sign, select this cell, that is nothing but the 1000, false. Just copy this formula till down. So this cell is checking the entire range and says false. So if you select the false column here, and if you total it up, all this will be 0. So if I put subtotal here, so you can see this everything is getting knocked off one shot. So if you take one amount here, say example 1000, see it is getting knocked off. And let's say if we go into the check number 101, so now you can see check number 1 has multiple, but it is knocked off based on the amount. This 2 is getting knocked off, so it is false. So what basically it does is, this formula, if you select for the false column, it will use you all the knocking off entries. So one shot using this formula. So very simple. If you know, if you able to see this, I just put COUNTIF, use the same cell and freeze the first range, once first cell, and use this E3, same cell, greater than COUNTIF. The next part of the formula I have given it the entire range, so and comma, and give the same cell with minus sign. So this this criteria will able to knock off the amounts. So let's say it is working right now, but I want to knock off based on a criteria, say check number. Then it is a challenge now. So we have two criteria. We need to knock off with check number as well as the amount. Do remember, friends, this will knock off based on the amount. If it's 1000, look for if it is a 1000 positive, it looks for 1000 negative, and it gets knocked off. So and here, but we have the check numbers. We need to go by the check numbers and we need to knock off. Same thing. So example, I just need to knock off like check number 100 should take 1000. If it's 1000, there is a credit of 1000, it should knock off. Now we'll try doing this same formula. So everything is similar. I'll just copy this formula to keep it here so that you are aware how we are using it. So COUNTIF. So since we are using it two criteria, check number and the amount, it's a multiple criteria, so we need to use COUNTIFs. It's a plural form, multiple criteria. So COUNTIFs. So you can use the insert function. So it has criteria range 1. So first criteria we are looking based on the check number. Same T3. I'm selecting the same cell, freezing the first part of the range. Okay, criteria 1 is also a check number 1. We are trying to look into this. Next criteria is amount. Same thing. I will just select this semicolon, freeze the first part of it, and select the amount. So now we have the first part of the formula. This part we have just did this part now. So we need to add a greater sign, COUNTIFs. So criteria, same thing, open the insert box. So here I'll going to select the entire range, freeze this entire range. Criteria I'm looking out for the same check number. So criteria 2 I'm looking for the amount. So and select the entire amount till here, freeze it using F4 function, and select the same amount one. You can see I select the same range, I select the particular cell D3. I selected the amount column entire range, selected E3. So here while closing this you use a negative sign. So we got a false here. Just drag it down. So just filter for the false, total it. So you can see here it's getting knocked off based on the criteria. So we'll go by one example. We'll try to check one check here. Say let's go check 101 check number. As you can see, there check number has three values, 101, 100. So there are three line items, but the criteria is taken based on the same amount, debit and credit, and same check numbers. So these two getting knocked off. Other one it is leaving as true. So when you filter it for the true values, it will be the 5000, which is the our total balance. So if you total it all, the actual balance is 5000. So we are able to find the line item. So this one way of using it, and very helpful formula. So I've just I'll be sharing this file in the Google Drive in the link so that you can access this file, and let's try. So this is a way of, if you have a 50,000 line items, by it will go to knock off by the check number as well as the same amount and the credit number, credit values. Okay, the other simple way of doing it is using a pivot table. Let's say I will select this only the data from P column to E column. Go to insert pivot table. So to a new sheet. Yes. So I'm going through the check number. So I'm pulling the check number to the row column and the amount to the values. Okay. See, now you can see. So these are getting knocked off based on check, and here we have a value in 101. That is nothing but here 101. The so you can see the only challenge here is, so here it shows, it gives you 5,000, but in 5,000 in check number there are 3 line items. In the 3 line items, 2 getting knocked off. Whereas using this formula, it will give you the, it will not match, it will match the like which are the same amount in credit and debit, leaving the open item. Whereas in pivot, it gives the total amount. So then in again you have a problem of going into this line. If you double click and go and check whether there is other line items that needs to be knocked off. That is one challenge using a pivot table. So I'm taking a small data. You may have 50,000 line item where this one check has multiple, maybe 30 lines in that 30 in, maybe 30 lines in that 25 lines getting knocked off to 0. Whereas, but using this formula, if it is straight away debit and credit, it will go and knock off and gives you only the items which are not matching. You can use this again. What you need to do is you need to put a VLOOKUP, pull this value. Here you can directly delete the value. See, if I select the false here, I can set up to 0. Yes, I can go ahead and delete it here. Whereas if you put a pivot table, so again you need to take a VLOOKUP into your file where you need to remove it. So VLOOKUP check number. So you need to put this one extra, freeze this to 0. So if you drag it down, so if you select only the 0 things, then it will get knocked off to 0. So then you need to delete it, or you can make it as knockoff, something you can mention it here, comments. So one extra work is you need to put a VLOOKUP to get it here. See, for the 5,000, as you can see there, it shows 3 line items because it is taking the check number. Again, you need to go and knock off if there is anything that needs to be knocked off here. Whereas in this formula, it will give you the only one line item which is open, which doesn't have a same credit of 5,000. This is very simpler. I feel you can use this formula or you can use the pivot table, whichever is comfortable for you. Uh, but this formula gives you much, it looks complicated, but when you put it, if, just a repeat of same thing here. And I hope this formula would be helpful for you. It's not that only one criteria, I used only check number. You can use the vendor number. So count ifs, you have a multiple criteria, you can do the same thing what I did here. You can add vendor number. So multiple things on based on multiple, you can knock off the amounts. But do remember, it knocks off based on the amount. If it's 100, there should be a minus 100, then it knocks off the amount. I hope this session was interesting. If you think this video was interesting, do subscribe, hit the bell icon for more interesting videos and learning. Thank you for your time. Happy learning.